I have made hundreds of freezer meals on this channel. These are the 6 that our family actually makes on repeat, and one has over 450,000 views. This week, I've combed through past videos to bring you all 6 of the absolute best. Not only that, but I'm going to show you some budget stretchers and some kid-approved meals that my children ask for repeatedly. We're going to kick it off with the recipe that is at almost 500,000 views, and that is this amazing tropical smoothie pack. I really think that the reason why this resonates with so many people is we want grab and go meals, and smoothies are the way to go. Yes, we can take time to heat things up quickly in the air fryer, the crock pot, or the oven, but having something that's cold and ready to go at any minute is also very helpful. When I create these smoothie packs, and you all have seen me make a pretty large variety of smoothie packs through the years, I sort of make them with a base in mind where I can add things like chia seeds or different types of milks or even protein powders and green powders to amp up the nutrition and protein in these packs. Also, I am a huge advocate for portioning things out into the size that you need for your family and for your portion sizes. I think that is the biggest perk to making freezer meals at home and not wasting a lot of food, and ultimately saving you money and helping out your grocery budget. I will leave the links to the full videos where these recipes have been pulled from. However, this one is fairly simple. You're going to want pineapple, strawberry, banana, and I like to use a berry mix that I get on my budget grocery haul trips at Costco, and it comes in a big bag from the freezer section. A bonus tip for adding very budget-friendly protein when it comes to smoothie packs is making yourself some yogurt cubes. And the reason for this is you pre-freeze them, put them into the freezer packs. If you were to dump yogurt in, it may be a bit more difficult to get it to not stick to the inside of the bag, whereas if it's already frozen in cubes, they are able to freeze in portions right along with the frozen fruit in your bag. And I like to use stevia in my plain yogurt, so I know that it's low sugar friendly. My number 2 reason for doing all of these freezer preps is for saving time besides money. This next recipe takes less than 10 minutes to assemble and will save you so many mornings when breakfast needs to happen quickly. And that is baked oatmeal. You all have seen me make it in so many different flavor profiles, and we really love this one that includes baked apples on top of the oatmeal. I'm not kidding on how fast this is to make. It takes less time than having to watch your oats cook on the stovetop. Besides all that, the bonuses of being able to add in other ingredients and add things like eggs to amp up the protein is huge. This is one reason that I often choose doing baked oatmeal over doing just cooked oatmeal, because I can add in that protein. Plus, with sheet pans, you can make portions that will feed your family the entire month. Once it bakes, I cut it into portion-sized squares and I freeze them flat in gallon-sized freezer bags. Then we can pull out the amount of portions we need in the morning to get a quick breakfast. Okay, this next one is definitely a huge budget stretcher. In fact, it feeds our family for under $2 a portion, and it gives us lots of protein and other nutrients from whatever veggies you want to add in. Taking a pause in our meal prep today to thank Monarch for sponsoring today's video. As a lot of you know, we have recently opened a new small business, and along with that comes a lot of different financial changes and a lot more to keep track of. As I've been looking for different tools to help with this transition, I've been a little overwhelmed by all the different apps and things that you can use to track your finances. This is where Monarch has come in, and they are absolutely amazing at putting so many tools at my fingertips all in one app. All of our accounts, loans, cards, and investments are all synced into one clean dashboard that is simple to use. Nothing is more annoying, especially when dealing with finances, than ads, and Monarch is ad-free and they do no data selling. Because it connects with over 13,000 institutions, you are sure to be able to connect to your bank and credit cards. Obviously, whenever it comes to business, especially new business, you need to focus in on your budgeting, and Monarch helps us out with that with separate fixed and flexible spending as well as categories. We can get everything sorted and organized. As most of you know, my husband Corey and I work together every day now, and so having it couple ready and set up for both of us to access everything is amazing, and I think it's great that Monarch has thought of that aspect. Whether you really enjoy mobile experiences like the app or you want to use a desktop view, both are amazing with Monarch, and you can see everything no matter where you're at. Start your free trial and use my code ZOOK50 for 50% off your first year of money clarity. I promise this will be a super helpful tool as it has been for us. Check out the link in the description box below or scan the QR code here. If you haven't already guessed it, this is the baked omelets that I make in almost every freezer meal video that I create here on my channel. My entire family eats these almost daily, and we're able to customize them to what everyone enjoys. Plus, on the budget-friendly note, you also are able to clean out your refrigerator and cook up a lot of veggies if they're on their last leg. That head of broccoli that you need to use up, those bell peppers, whatever you have in your veggie drawer, you more than likely will be able to chop up and bake into these omelets. For this particular version, I'm cutting up some bell peppers and I'm actually pre-sauteing them just to soften them up a bit, adding bacon and sausage, and my ultimate tip is to add sour cream into your eggs as you get ready to whisk them or blend them, and it's going to give a nice fluffy texture to the finished baked omelet. Of course, topping it all off with some cheese so that once it bakes, you're able to have that delicious, savory, crunchy cheese bits on top, especially if you like to let it brown just a bit like I do. To package these up, I just cut them into squares, allow them to cool, put them into gallon freezer bags, and then again, just like the baked oatmeal, we can pull out the portions that we need. I'm sure you have heard of the phrase freezer to crock pot, especially when it comes to freezer meals, when we prep those meals that are ready to dump into the crock pot, but I'm challenging that a bit with some meals that are freezer to air fryer ready. We love using an air fryer, particularly over a crock pot actually, and we also love having veggies that are ready to go. I have found out through the last couple of years of doing many freezer meal preps that sweet potatoes freeze so well pre-cooked. So I will mix them up with some seasoning or salt and a little bit of olive oil, and I will roast them on a sheet pan. And after they bake and cool, you are able to put them into bags that are ready to be dumped into your air fryer and heat it up in a matter of minutes. You can do this with other veggies, not only sweet potatoes, but I will say that sweet potatoes just come out so well textured and they are on repeat in our house. And I had to share them in particular just because we make them so often this way. Moving on to one of my most kid-approved recipes that we make on repeat, and that is my oatmeal cups. And at first glance, these do look like muffins because I am using jumbo muffin tins to create these. I have made these for years, and oftentimes when I'm making a list for the things I need to make in a big freezer meal prep day, my children will ask me to make these. And it's kind of funny because in my mind, it's a much fresher version of the oatmeal packets. Essentially, you are pre-cooking oatmeal, and again, you can add in whatever milks and other add-ins. We've even done protein powder in this form. You want to make sure your oats have cooled a bit before you do that though, depending on your protein powder. And then we top it off with fresh fruit. All they do is get these out of the freezer and you're able to warm them up either in the air fryer, the oven, or the microwave. Particularly if you have kids that are at the age that are starting to self-serve in the kitchen, these are a great thing for them to heat up and have a great breakfast or lunch. As you all know, I do love to share gluten-free tips as 2 of our family members have to eat a gluten-free diet. So we do a good mixture in our house. We don't have any allergies, so we can have the gluten around. We just avoid it for those of us who should not be eating it, just to make our tummies happy. And so I couldn't wrap this all up without sharing a gluten-free staple recipe that we love, and that is these chaffle sandwiches. Of course, the struggle with gluten-free is making sandwiches or anything that really involves bread. And so I use a mini waffle maker to make something called chaffles. And basically it's cheese and egg, and it is something you can make sweet or savory, and it's a great vehicle for things like breakfast sandwiches, as you are going to see here. To start things out, I mix 2 eggs and about a little under a 1/4 cup of shredded cheese. I like to do cheese that I've shredded myself because then I know that there's not added flour or anything like that to pre-shredded cheese that you can purchase from the store. And then to add a bit more strength to my bread, if you want to call it that, I also will put a bit of almond flour in. You don't have to do this step, but it does help to make it stronger if you're going to be using these to hold something like a breakfast sandwich. I will make a huge batch of these up, and then I'm able to go ahead from there and build my sandwich. You could do ham and cheese sandwiches, you could do whatever you want, but this day I wanted to make them into breakfast sandwiches. So I'm going to go ahead and start frying up eggs because we really enjoy just a good fried egg on our breakfast sandwiches. And then I'm going to use some really great, very clean sausage patties that we get from Costco, and you can get them in a huge bag, and they fit perfectly on this size mini waffle maker sized waffles, or chaffles rather. So of course you can go crazy with the different flavors. I will say this much, I do really like to use mozzarella on the chaffles. It just seems to be the type of cheese that works good for the consistency that is nice for holding in a sandwich. And I did not thaw out the sausage patties. I left them frozen because we are going to be refreezing these, and then they'll all get heated up when we pull them out of the freezer. Again, my suggestion, as you guys know from my reheat video that's really helpful, is these reheat best in the air fryer. I will usually open them up so you have the egg on one side and the sausage on the other side, and heat them up open-faced. Even if you are going to be heating them in the microwave, I find that they heat up best like so. But the air fryer keeps that chaffle nice and crispy and really gives it the best texture. These have been some of the best recipes that we go back to time and time again, and I know that your family will love them as much as we do. If you are totally new around here, you like meal prep, you like to set yourself up for the best week or the best month, hit that subscribe button. I love to hear from you all in the comments. Let me know which of these 6 you've either made or you'd like to make, and tell me who you are. I love to hear from you and get to know my subscribers better. Give this video a like, and I'll see you all in my next video.